No! No! No!
Yeah, that's me, being a completely calm and collected human being. To a lot of you, those clips aren't all that surprising. Why is that? Tilting is a staple of gaming culture. From 9-year-old kids crying on COD to professional level players screaming at tournaments.
Buffalo beat Ninja Killer, right? Scar, he was...
Anger and toxicity is baked into gaming as a whole, and Valorant is no exception. Now, Valorant might not have the title of most toxic community. That title probably goes to League. There's no doubt that it is just as rage-inducing as its esports counterparts.
Fucking aim, bro!
Throwing my bread.
If you look at any Valorant guide, almost every single one will tell you the most important thing to rank up is keeping a good mental in game. And they do a decent job on explaining how that'll affect your in-game performance. But what about you? How will keeping a good mental in video games not only improve your performance in that game, but also your quality of life and overall mental health? Well, that's why I'm here. No, not as your therapist. I'm here to show you why keeping a good mental in game can benefit you in more ways than you can imagine. Starting with the obvious, being calm and collected in Valorant, as well as other games, is important. Imagine the 5v1 you just lost. Do you think tilting and getting angry is going to help you in those situations in the future? Probably not. Anger clouds your judgment, and in a game all about positioning and decision making, your judgment fucking matters. Judgment is what is stopping you from taking those unwinnable fights and what allows you to make those crazy plays that your friends scream into their mics over Discord about. Tilting also affects your focus. How are you supposed to click on heads when you're distracted by the Sage that swung from long, completely destroyed you, and told you to uninstall roughly 9 rounds ago? You're not going to be able to. Being able to focus on crosshair placement, enemy positions, and callouts is detrimental to almost every competitive shooter. The last thing I will say about performance, and something we've all most likely experienced, is toxicity. When we get angry, 9 times out of 10, we are going to look for an outlet. And what is the closest outlet in a competitive shooter like Valorant? That's right, folks, your teammates. And guess what? Now your teammates are angry. Crazy, right? Now, here's the kicker. What is their closest outlet? You guessed it, it's you. This creates a paradox of tilt within the lobby, usually ending with a loss. And what tends to happen when we lose? More tilt. And more tilt within a larger group of people will amplify everything that getting tilting affects. For the worst, might I add. Tilt, as much as we like to think so, does not just go away when you log off. If you allow yourself to get truly angry at a game, you may find it hard to enjoy something else without thinking of what made you angry. This could in turn make whatever activity you are doing in place of the game enraging as well. This activity could be studying, playing another game, or just your normal day-to-day errands and hobbies. This could lead to problems with your social life and even affect your mental and physical health. When people are consistently angry, they tend to be more guarded and unable to relax in an otherwise non-stressful environment. This becomes a problem when you are constantly playing a game that makes you feel this way. We tend to be hostile when we're angry and can say some pretty rude and shitty things to people we genuinely care about. When we're toxic in a lobby, we don't really see the social repercussions because we most likely will never interact with those people again. However, when it's your friends and family, that shit sticks. You can't take it back. And you could end up ruining a good relationship and support system. And without our relationships and our support systems, who are you going to turn to for help when you need it the most? Alright, yes, I'll admit some of my examples may be extreme, but it is heavily something to consider when we are talking about getting legitimately angry at video games. And I'm not saying video games are a problem at all, or that you should stop playing them. They are a great outlet for a lot of people, It's when we allow ourselves to get rooted to the outcome that these games can start becoming a problem. And I've had experience in that. I won't get into that now, but just say I feel you. Well, how do we fix it? Number 1, you're gonna fucking lose, dude. Like, you're going to encounter people leagues better than you. You're going to encounter people that can't perform. You're going to get teammates that look like you've never touched the game at all, even though they're in Diamond 2. I'm talking to you, Instalock fucking Reyna, named The Hunt Begins. Yes, real story. Only focus on what you yourself can do. And realize that if you aren't where you want to be, you just have to work hard to get there. Remind yourself that it's a game at the end of the day, and playing games should be for the sole purpose of having fun. Yeah, that's pretty fucking cheesy. All right, number 2, get off the fucking game. If you're angry, log off of the game for however much time you need. Reflect on what it was that made you angry, and if it is something truly worth wasting your time over. More times than not, it won't be. Number 3, exercise. Touch fucking grass, dude. Go for a walk, run, or whatever you want to do. Exercise, for me at least, had been a great method to clear my head whenever feeling stressed or pissed off. And number 4, the most important way to fix yourself tilting and raging at video games. Take a shower, you filthy fucking animals. Peace.